This is it, you got the call. A friend of yours wants you to play keyboard in his band. You're all excited, and the minute you say yes, you realize you've never done this before, and so many questions pop up in your head. So in today's video, I want to give you a head start and share with you 5 tips I wish I knew when I joined my first band. And if you'd like to have a PDF version of this video to remember the different tips, you can download it for free down below in the description. Alright, so let's dive in. The first thing you must understand is that band rehearsals aren't supposed to be for personal practice. It's not the time to figure out your part. A rehearsal is when everyone comes together to make the music sound great as a team. So you don't want to be the person still trying to figure out your part in front of everyone. So you need to practice at home as much as you can, whether you're playing chords, melody, or rhythms. Whatever it is, learn it and make sure the parts are clear in your head. You should be able to play it without thinking too much, so when you're with the band, it's smooth and easy. And guess what? When everyone in the band is ready and knows their part, rehearsals are so much more fun. Instead of stopping every few minutes to figure out what's next, you can just focus on playing together and making the song sound awesome. Now, tip number 2. Less is more. That's a classic one you've probably heard before, but what does that even mean? Sometimes when we're really excited and we love what we're playing, we might try to play a lot of notes. But guess what? That can actually make the music sound messy. And the key is to play just enough to make the sound great. So when you're playing with other people, it's important to leave space in the music. Imagine you're talking with friends, you don't want to talk over everyone, right? So it's the same with music. When each person plays just the right amount, it creates a nice balance. Everyone can hear all the instruments clearly, and the song feels more fun to listen to. And don't worry, your time to shine will come. If you have a solo, then you can show off and play all the notes that you want. But when you're playing with the whole band, think about how your part fits in the bigger picture. So the key to remember here is, it's not because that you can, that you should. Think about the music, what the crowd is listening to. And here's a question to ask yourself. Does the music really need that comping or that lick? Alright, let's move on to my tip number 3. And that one seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many musicians don't listen to the other band members and only focus on their own part. But here's the thing, playing in a band isn't just about you. It's about how everyone plays together. So when you're playing, you have to develop the ability to listen to everyone else at the same time. Listen to the drummer to make sure your rhythm matches the beat, or listen to the guitar player so your parts fit together. That's how you get everyone locked in and start grooving. So remember, it's not about what you're playing, but how it fits with everyone else. Listening is key to making great music together, so keep your ears open. The famous left hand. One of the things that my students ask me all the time is, what do I do with my left hand when there's already a bass player? When you're playing by yourself, your left hand is very active. I mean, you're playing bass notes, supporting the melody, but in the band, especially a rock band, you really need to be careful not to get in the way of the bass player. One of the great things you can do with your left hand is to play very simple bass lines to lock with the drummer and the bass player. You don't need to play anything super fancy. Just stick with the root notes of the chord or the basic rhythm you're already playing in the right hand. That way, you're supporting the groove without getting in the way. In a band setting, less is more. So you don't want to clash with the bass player or overwhelm the sound. So remember, when you're playing in the band, your left hand doesn't need to do all the work, like simple bass line, or just stick with the root notes to complement the harmony. So let the bass player do his thing, and your left hand can support chords you're playing on the right hand. Keep it simple, and your band will sound awesome. Alright, now for my last tip for you. I have to tell you about my first rock band experience. When I joined the band, I couldn't even read the chord symbols yet. I needed to have a sheet music with me on stage. And back then, there were no iPads. Can you believe that? So I had these 4 or 5 pages of sheet music in front of me, trying to read it all while playing. Let me tell you, it was terrible. I mean, imagine trying to keep up with a rock band, play your part, and connect with the other musician while you're flipping through the pages. It was really hard to focus on the band and the audience while sight reading. I was definitely not giving a show. So in a rock band, it's all about feeling the music and connecting with other people around you. You don't want to be stuck staring at the sheet music the whole time. So that's why it's so important to learn the chords. When you know the chords, you don't have to read everything note for note. It's even easier to learn by heart, and you can feel the music, look around, enjoy the moment, and have fun playing with your band. So trust me, it's so much better when you're not stuck to your sheet music. Learning the chords also helps you understand the song better. I mean, you can improvise, change things up, and really make the music your own. Plus, it frees you up to focus on the energy of the band and the audience instead of worrying about what note comes next. So here's my advice. Learn to master the chords to your songs. It will make playing in a band so much easier for you and a lot more fun. And if you need any help with that, I created a complete piano method to teach you how to master the chords step by step. I'll drop the link below in the description. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you got something out of these 5 tips. So if you've learned anything valuable from this video, please subscribe to this channel and click on the like button below. Alright, bye for now.